Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to film this fresh face, this easy fresh, my go-to face that I've been doing for the past 2 weeks. Recently I just went on a trip with my family for 2 weeks, and this is the whole entire makeup look that I would do. This was my go-to, my everyday. Whenever I felt that we were going somewhere nice or we were gonna go somewhere fancy to go eat with our family or something, I would just slap this on my face and I was ready to go. It was super easy, and that's what I want to do today. So first things first, I'm going to prime my face with the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion. I have been using this since, I want to say like 5-6 months already, and it's absolutely my favorite. It's my go-to. Whenever I wash my face or whenever I get out the shower, I put this on my face and it does so much for me. Okay, so the next step for me was to prime my face. I didn't really take a primer with me on my trip, so honestly I would just use the stroke cream from MAC, and I would use the L'Oreal Lumi cream, I guess. It's a liquid glow illuminator. It's prime and highlight. So I just used this and I would mix it, and I would just put that on my face as my primer, and plus I'm doing more moisturizing, which is a plus for me at least. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do today. And I like the way that the stroke cream and the Lumi cream make my skin look after I apply my foundation. It makes my skin makes my skin look super glowy and super healthy, and that's what I absolutely love. So the next step is my foundation, or the foundation that I took on my trip was the MAC Studio Fix Fluid. This is in the color NT25, and then I took the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte foundation. So I just mixed these two together, and I absolutely love the way it turned out. I did get a little bit darker over there because it was, where I went, it was pretty hot. So I went in with darker foundation so that my face would match my body. And I like the Infallible Pro Matte foundation because it's very matte, but it also gives you a good coverage. And then the Studio Fix Fluid, it gives me a great coverage. I absolutely love this foundation. And it's also very dewy. So the combination with these two foundations, I feel like, I don't know, like this foundation together is so good. I can't get over it. Ever since I got back, I can't stop using these two together. It's just so good. I don't know what it's about, but the fact that one is matte and the one is like dewy, the finish is like beautiful. I love it. Beautiful. I take my damp beauty blender to just blend everything out. This is the only face tool I took on my trip, just because what's it called? You can never go wrong with using a beauty blender. It just gives you a flawless finish. I can't go back to using brushes for my face. I don't know why. I don't feel like it's the same. Like if I do end up using a brush, I have to go back with my beauty blender just to like make sure everything is blended out. I don't know, that's just me. It's just my thing now. Okay, so the next step is my concealer. So the concealer that I would use is the Anastasia concealer. This is in the number 0.75. It's super light. It has a pink undertone. It's not really, it's not like the perfect concealer for me, but since I like that very bright under eye, I use this just because it's super bright and I absolutely love it. And plus, when you mix it and you blend it all together, it looks very flawless. I love it. But the thing is, this concealer is very thick. So when you apply it on your face, I apply it with a brush, and then I go in right after with my beauty blender to blend it all out. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a little bit And this concealer goes a very long way. And don't forget, it's very thick. So I just take this and I don't go all the way down to like the full-on triangle that I always do. I just bring it a little bit here. As you guys can see, that's pretty light. So I only take a little bit. I don't take a lot just because it's super light for my skin. Then I'm going to go in with my damp beauty blender and I'm just going to blend everything out. Okay, and then I'm going to blend it all out with the other side of my beauty blender, the side that I used to blend out my foundation. To set my concealer and my face, I am going, not my face, but just to set the under eye of my concealer, I'm taking Kat Von D's Shade and Light palette. And I'm going to take the banana shade, I'm going to take that banana shade right here in the middle. And I'm going to take it with my beauty blender and I'm just going to dab it like this. Show you guys. I'm going to dab it like that. We're gonna get the brown. And then, as you guys can see, I grabbed a good amount. So I'm just gonna go under here and I'm gonna set my under eyes before they crease, before anything else happens that I don't want to happen. I don't want my under eyes to be all creasy, so that's why I'm going in with my damp beauty blender and with the powder so that it sets and it gives me a better coverage. So now to set the rest of my face, I'm taking the MAC Studio Fix Powder. This is in the number NC25. And I'm going to apply this with, give me a second. I'm going to apply it with the Morphe E34 brush. And I'm just going to set the rest of my face with this. So after that, I will go in with my bronzers. And the bronzer that I'm going to take, actually to bronze up my face, I'm going to take the Smashbox, this is Bronze Light, this is the Bronze Light Suntan Matte Bronzer. And I'm going to use my Real Techniques multitasking brush. This is my everyday bronzer brush. I use this every day, so yeah. And I'm just gonna bronze up the face. So now that we're all bronzed up, I'm going to go in with the Shade and Light palette again. And I'm going to go in with that middle shade and with a little bit of this gray shade just to contour, just to do a little bit of contouring. I'm not going to go like super in depth with contouring my face. I just want to have a little bit more of a definition on my cheeks, or my bone structure on my cheeks, if that makes any sense. And the brush I'm going to be using is it's the contour brush from Real Techniques. And then with the same brush, I'm just going to do a little bit of contouring on my nose. Just a little. I'm not going to be like super precise, just because I don't want to be. And then to highlight my face, I'm gonna take the Laura Geller, this is the Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator. This is Gilded Honey. It's super gorgeous. I had just purchased it right before I went on my trip, and this is the one I decided to take so I could try it out, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's my favorite highlighter at the moment. So I'm just gonna take that on I'm taking this on Anastasia's Beverly Hills A23 brush. I'm just gonna be applying this on my high points on my cheeks. So now for my eyebrows, I'm taking the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in dark brown. My favorite brush to use is Anastasia's number 7 brow pencil. Sorry. It's always been my favorite. I just love how thin it is. Like, it's super thin, you can't even tell. But it's very, very thin, and I feel like it gets everywhere. So, and I feel like I have a lot of control with this brush. So, that's why it's like my favorite. I've been using this since forever. I can't even tell you guys how long I've been using this brush, but it's still good. I still love it. So, for my brows, I'm just going to go really fast in depth with how I do my brows. The way that I do my brows is that I outline them first. So I like to outline the end first, and then I like to do the inner part of my brows after that. So I like to outline this part first, so the bottom of the end. And I do like to extend my brow just a bit, not too much. And then I'll do the same thing on top, so I'll connect the lines on top. So after I connect them together at the end, I like to do this high arch on the high part on my brow. So I like to outline this first. And then I'll just go in and fill that part. And some days I want my brows to be very, very dark at the end. And some days I don't. Sometimes I want them to look very, very natural. But today I kind of want them to look dark. So I'm going to try my best to fill it in. And for the inner part, I like to start from here. So I like to start from right at the middle, almost getting to the front, but not yet. So I like to, sorry, I should probably like this. I like to connect it here, because I do have some bald spots right here in the front. So I like to connect that, and I like to brush it upwards. That's what I like, because that's how my brows are. So this part goes up, and then the ends of my brows, it starts to go down. So right here I like to brush it up, making sure everything is blended. And then right here at the end, I'll just do like a soft little line like that. As you guys can see, I did a line, but you can't really see it. And then I like to go upwards. Sorry. Let's see now. And I like how that brow came out. It does look a little bit thicker, but I mean, that's how my brows are. They're not super thick, but they're not thick. If that makes any sense. To clean up my brows, I'll just take the same concealer that we use for our under eyes. I'm just going to take that same concealer. So the way that I clean them is I go down here. So I make a straight line here. And then for the top, since I have like my bronzer and my foundation already and everything, I'm just going to do a little bit. So I'm going to take it from here and I'm going to clean the top like that. The brush that I like to use to blend out the concealer, it's the Anastasia's brush, the one that comes in her palettes. I like to use this side of the brush because it's synthetic and it blends out the edges perfect for me. I absolutely love this brush for this. I'm just blending everything out. Okay, and then the last step is my mascara. So the mascara that I used and is my favorite and is my holy grail, it's my favorite mascara ever. It's the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black mascara from L'Oreal. I just said L'Oreal. So yeah, I would just apply this on my lashes and you're good to go. This is the easiest way for me to do my makeup in 10 minutes or less or more if I want to make it look super nice. But this honestly just took me like 10 minutes to do on camera. So basically it's 10 minutes. Other than my brows take about 5 minutes to do each brow. 5 minutes each brow. So 10 minutes in total. So I mean, other than my brows, my face is super easy to do. I can do this in less than 10 minutes. It's my go-to. As long as I have my beauty blender with me, I can do this look super fast. Just because my beauty blender does so much for me. So it does my foundation, it does my concealer, it sets my concealer. And I just feel like this tool is like the best to use for my foundation. So I feel most comfortable with it. But yeah, this is my go-to easy, fresh makeup look face. I would apply mascara right now, but I'm gonna film an eye look for you guys right now, so that's why I'm not applying mascara. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I hope I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.